Hello guys, welcome to my channel back again. Today we're gonna be doing a real different video, and we're gonna be doing a CO2 system for my 150-gallon stock pond. I never wanted to do CO2 because I never thought I really wanted it, but right now, as I can see, my plants are growing, but I have seen a drastic stoppage, and I think that's because right now I'm at the point where I don't have to do water changes. I just have to do top offs, because every 2 weeks when I do my water change now, there's actually no nitrates because it's all getting consumed by the plants, the apophthos, the peace lily plant, the water sprite that's been everywhere. I just uploaded a video before this about me managing the water sprite, and I kind of like downgraded it a couple. We have some other plants in there that I completely forgot the name of. I'm not gonna lie. We have some Java fern in there. I took a lot of Java fern and put it in 30 gallon just because I could plant it correctly in there. Because I never knew that Java fern you just kind of loosely place and it kind of just grows. I didn't know that. I planted it and it grew mother plants like crazy. And I still have a decent amount of Java fern in here. But for the most part, I'm gonna just be taking it off, putting it somewhere else. My Amazon sword, my extra large, kind of sprouted mother plants around. I cut those off. I think I still have one more to cut off, and I planted them so they could. It's a new plant now. It's going to start growing. The reason why I did all of this, and the reason why I took the water sprite and put it on one specific spot, is because I want to see visually how the CO2 is going to affect my plants, and I want to be able to do a carpet in a 150 gallon. That's my dream. That is the goal. I think in 2 weeks or maybe a week, I'm gonna go buy maybe $30 of plants, maybe 40 of just carpet plants. I'm gonna plant them and I'm gonna see what happens. It's Black Friday, so CO2 systems, if you don't know, the whole system together is pretty expensive. It could run you up to $500 to $400. Even on eBay, some people resell their stuff like $150 or almost close to $200. But it's Black Friday, and I saw a $200 4-liter CO2 system from Full Zone on sale for $100. So it was actually $112, and it's right here. So this is going to be our main system for the most part. It's a little bigger than I wanted. It looked big on the picture, but it seems really big. So for this one, we're going to be doing 600 grams of each material, which is 600 grams of citric acid, and then 600 grams of baking soda. I could customize that if I want, but I'm going to just follow the direct directions because I am new to CO2. This is actually my first time ever setting up the CO2. I watched a couple of tutorial videos, but we'll see how this, starts out. I don't want to mess this up because you can't kill your fish with CO2, so I'm going to be real careful. This is a 500 millimeters, so pretty much I got to fill this up to here and just go a little bit more, and I should get 600 grams. That's fine. Came with a funnel. Now, for the most part, all of this is Full Zone products, and then the CO2 generator is just, I don't think it's theirs because it doesn't have a branding on it. I might be wrong about that, but we'll see. I think this is the check valve or the U line. This is the diffuser. That is a very small diffuser. We'll make it work. But that's fine because we're not going to be using suction cups because I have nowhere to suction it to. We got the U line. This is very important. We have to put it in. We can't skip out on that. So I'm just, yeah, that's already open. So I want everything ready to go. So this is basically, I think, a check line for your CO2 if I'm wording that right. If not, then I did it. Something else. So like you all know, the stock pumps are DIY, so a lot of these suction cups and stuff I can't really do, so it's gonna be all zip ties and stuff. Oh, I think someone's at the door. Be right back. Okay, sorry about that. We have, I think this is the check valve. I'm not gonna unpackage this just yet because I'm not fully. This is all, I don't see a power generator. This goes, okay. Kind of get familiar with all this. I watch videos, but everyone has a different CO2. Like, literally everyone has like this different system, check valves. Some people use fire extinguishers. I've seen the DIY kits, and I'm just like, at this point, we're gonna have to cut this in half at some point. This is basically the tubing for the CO2. So I'm gonna kind of put the stuff that goes together. I'm guessing okay. Oh, there we go. Be careful with this. This is our check valve bubble counter. That's very important. I think it goes like that. Yeah, I think it goes like this. Okay. This is our valve. Okay. Install the filter here. This comes with a filter, or do we? And this is, I have no idea, but is this the filter? I think you are. Or am I incorrect? I'm guessing this is a built-in filter. You get the PSI 50. Okay. I don't know what that is, to be honest. I am very overwhelmed right now. Overwhelmed. So I'm gonna do a quick cap off. This is the check valve, the bubble counter. This is the clamp nut, bubble counter, check valve base, adjusting valve. So this goes like this. Got you. The pressures on front, which is PSI. There's 2 PSIs. Okay. Pressure regulator. So one's a pressure regulator and one's PSI. But it both says PSI. I'll look that up online. Okay. And then we have a safety valve, which I guess we don't touch. Okay. So let's do the bubble counter and stuff first. Actually, I'm kind of confused. Where does this go? Where do you go? Maybe this goes on last? Or am I bugging? Because if I'm correct, this goes on. This is this. And I look confused, but I am confused. Okay. that looks right. Oh, this actually comes off. What is this? Oh. Actually not supposed to unscrew that, so I'm gonna screw that back. Oh no, I'm gonna fuck it up already. Wait, let me just move this so I can screw it back. I can see why you don't unscrew it, but damn. As usual, doing everything wrong. I'm trying to see where this goes, but actually, I think I'm looking at it wrong. So, in a manual, it kind of shows the check valve, and it's going straight in, but I think you put the power meter before it. And it's very confusing. It shows a power. Oh no, that's the silo valve? Optional. I don't know. Let me try to make sense of it. I'm gonna put this. I'm guessing this actually goes here. These are extra bands, I guess. Spares. So you don't go there. Or am I completely wrong? Does the I'm very much confused. I feel like I'm right, and this goes under the check valve. So I'm gonna just take it and just put it in. So I think that's how it's supposed to look. And then I just had the check valve. Jesus. I think we go in here. We're gonna take that part off. I think that's how that goes. It does not look like that in the instructions at all, but from what I can tell, I'm doing it right. This is a adjust valve. Well, the power thing is just not on here unless. Which I think I did it right. I don't know if I can show you guys the instructions, but it just shows the check valve and it doesn't show the power valve. So I'm guessing I did it right. Hopefully I did. Then we're going to screw this, right? Guess we're going to screw it anyway. I'm going to add some water. Actually, let me just. From what I understand, it doesn't need to be filled to the top. From what I understand. That seemed tight. It looks right to me. I hate instructions when they're not clear. A lot of these things they kind of expect you to know everything. I did watch a tutorial, but like I said, a lot of them don't look like this. I've seen some parts that like this is so long and then everything's in a long line, but this one's going up, so I'm gonna see how it goes. We got that. If that would have broke, I would have actually cried. I am gonna get a different one. I kind of want the bigger ones with the brown bottom. I think those are better. A bunch of these fell out. I don't really need them, to be honest. So these are the tubings. I'm just gonna put these on first. Cause something like this is super annoying to get on. Jesus, these are nice though. That shit's almost a little too tight, to be honest. And we're gonna slip this in like that. It kind of sucks because we do have to just kind of believe I'm doing the right thing. Alright, this looks right to me, but I'm gonna pause the video and I'm gonna look it up online real quick just so I can like not be panicking in my head. Okay guys, I did look it up online real quick. I didn't even like take more than 5 seconds. I just looked up someone else with the same canister. It is correct, I have it the correct way. It's just a little weird they wouldn't have like they would like show the image kind of wrong. Like why would you put the power supply unless there's different models? I don't know, to me that's just weird because someone who's, this is why it's always good to like research before you buy something, because I guess they just expect you to know, because they're like, why are you buying a CO2 kit then, bro? Like, I don't know, I want to grow some plants. But it never hurts to double check. I don't like the power supply, to be honest, but I hate like these little small things. This look like you use for like LED lights or something. Yep. Well, that's in. Here comes the messy part that I'm not even remotely 100% sure happy about. There's a zip tie on this. I don't know why. Isn't that weird? There's a zip tie on the wire. I don't know if that's supposed to be there, but I'm guessing it's a sleeve because it looks like he's holding on to a sleeve. I'm gonna just leave it. I'm not touching that. Let me kind of. I'm trying to guess how much length we need for this, to be honest. Where's my measuring? So, let's see. I need about this much. Jesus. Alright. I should be good with this amount for the tank, but I'm gonna just go a little extra, take it up to here, and we should be good. Where's my scissors? Do a smooth cut right here. There we go. So with I kind of measured, I know the exact distance from the bottom of my tank to the top is 15 inches. So I just did like maybe 22 inches of holes, and that should have me like nice and proper. This is actually still too much, but you know, you can never do too much. Kind of. We'll see. This is actually, I think, for this, to be honest. Actually, this might be for the U-line, to be honest. This, I don't know what it's for. It might be for this. No, it already has one. Maybe this is just a spare? I don't know. I don't think the U-line would need this. It kind of goes over it. Yeah, I don't know. There's no instructions saying to use this. So I'm gonna keep these inside here for now, because there's no real instructions on where I should put that. It looks like it's just spares, from what I could think. Just catching up on this. We're ready to put the actual material inside, which honestly is it's the part that I don't want to do the most because it sounds messy as shit. But you gotta do what you gotta do. So actually, let me attach my piece. There we go. Suction is pretty good on these wires. I'm gonna attach my other piece. That one's a bit flimsy. Yeah, I don't like that at all. That comes out super easy. Let me try one of these. No, it's fell. Yeah, it kind of like really just slips the fuck out. Actually, like, should I put it a little bit deeper? Okay, I feel like I just put it wrong. I have to put it past the bump on the glass. Alright, we should have it all nice and tight now. I'm just trying to get this rubber band around it now. I don't know how you're supposed to use these. I think these are just spares for the things, but I'm gonna just use them here because, I mean, they're basically rubber bands. And I could just buy spares. Could even, you know, it's good. If a fish gets that off, I'm gonna be fucking amazed. Alright, that's all set up. Fun. So I think we do baking soda first. I don't know if there's an actual order, but everyone seems to do baking soda first, so I'm gonna just do that. Oh, we also gotta do this one. Simulate, okay. Makes sense. But this one's actually so fucking hard to do. Wow. I suck at getting grip on these. I think it's in the tight as it could be right now. Yeah, I don't think I can get any tighter. So baking soda on you. So for a 4-liter bottle, you need 600 grams. And we're gonna use a funnel, and we have to make sure we keep our thing clean. Kind of powdery. So that looks like 600 grams. It's like just below 600. I ordered a bigger measuring cup that goes all the way to like 1,000, but it didn't come in apparently today, or it's coming super late, and it was supposed to be a part of this order, because why wouldn't it be? But you know, whatever. So that's about 600 grams if I'm measuring off the same measurements. It's a little bit less, but you know, I think we'll be fine. There's some chunkiness in this, so I'm gonna be careful not to like go crazy. I might try to get like a real fine grainer one next time. Oh man, let me get a. Get a zip tie and just kind of. There we go. And everything else should go in, right? Nope. I kind of hate the. I think I know where this goes. To be honest, but I kind of hate how this has to be super fine to get in. So I'm gonna try to get some of these chunks out the way. I mean, they're easy to break, but I could tell it's gonna be annoying pouring this in, so I might just pour it in directly and just try to be as clean as possible. I'm pretty sure once the water hits, it kind of like just but you see, I gotta keep that clean. You know, just. I'm gonna just do it like this, and just anything heavy, I'm gonna just kind of grain it out. It's a bit slower, but you know, what works. Oops. Oh, big piece fell in. Got a blockage. Wish the funnel was a bit bigger, because this is annoying. But I guess it's my fault. Actually, no, it goes in right away. Oh. Wow. Not mean to do that. So this has ended up being a lot dirtier than being clean, so I am gonna kind of just not do it that way and pour it directly in. And I'm gonna just wipe off the nozzle before I add water. Keep it clean. Because at this point, it's just making a mess. Oh man, this is a just patty nugget. Shit, let me just do this. I'm pretty sure there's like a tool for this, and I'm gonna get it. I don't know what tool it is, but for to make this stuff real fine and grainy. I do have a filter pad somewhere, but that's like a shaking type of thing. Like, you know how people get golden rivers and you kind of just put it all on the skillet and you just shake it? That's kind of what it looked like. I don't think I'm gonna do that here. No, this part I thought was gonna be the fastest, but obviously not. You know what? I kind of hate how but this thing gets clogged in 5 seconds, and it's so annoying. I don't know if this. I want to know how many grams did we lose? I don't think we lost a lot, to be honest. No, we didn't lose a lot. Jesus Christ, sir. Jesus. Alright, I guess I'm gonna wipe that off real quick. Just because why you like that? That's clean. Okay, I want to add a little bit more. I don't think we got even close to 600, but I'm gonna just put a little bit more. Come on. Why always has to be the biggest chunk of it? Oh, you know what? Forget it. Bad plan. I think that's a safer amount. I mean, if I'm doing the math, I need to use this bag twice. I get this bag used twice, so I have to buy it. I'm trying to do the like monthly pricing in my head. I don't know how long this is gonna last. Okay, basically, I'm going to, my cycle that I think I'm gonna have it is I'm gonna turn it on when I go to work and I'm gonna turn it off when I get back from work. I work about 10 hours, so I think that's enough for it to like really. No, this has grainy pieces too. You know what? I might beat the bag up for a little bit. If I beat it up, I mean like actually punch it. So I'm gonna be right back. I just want to get this as grainy as possible, so we don't have that kerfuffle. Okay, I'm done beating up the citric acid. I fucked it up. It's crazy. The biggest piece is on right on the top after punching it for like 5 minutes. Actually, let's scoop this out just like this. Alright, it's not that many chunks in this. It's way more grainy. So I think punching the bag was worth it. It definitely alleviated a lot of my stress. So definitely need more. Actually, I could just use this, can't I? Still need more. I'm not looking forward to doing this every month. I'm gonna be honest. I am not looking forward to it. I am hopefully, this is all smooth pieces, kind of. But where's my, it's okay, I got vacuum, so I'm not worried about that. Get my zip tie, because apparently that's the best thing for this. Oh, so much better. Oh, spoke too soon. See, I like this because it kind of unclogs itself. It's not as heavy as the baking powder. Like, it's light enough so like the thing sinks. You just gotta like lightly push and pressure. I just gotta make sure like I really get my baking powder fine as possible. Then it should be as smooth as possible next time. Okay, so that's the citric acid. Let me just wipe that off again. Should be cool. Next part is the funny part. So basically I have to tilt it at a 45-degree angle and add 300 milliliters of water. Is that right? I don't know. Let me see. Let me see what it says on the bottle. So, a 4-liter, we have to add 900 milliliters of water. So, this is actually wrong. I'm gonna get a bigger cup and kind of do the math with the cup. So where's my cup I do water changes with? Oh, right here. So that's 500 right there. And then we need 900, so fill you up right about. Okay. So I think this goes on this. I think so. Oh no, it goes right there. Yes. I just realized how bad that could have been. I could have just blew citric acid in my mouth, so I'm not gonna do that again. I gotta keep this piece somewhere safe. So we got tilted at 45-degree angle, and then as soon as we get the water in, we have to close the check valve, trap the air, and then we should be good. Actually, shit. It has some old plant matter in there because I usually do water changes with this, so I want to make sure I'm not putting plants in there. Okay. Took me a second to get all the plants and stuff out. I mean, it wasn't nothing crazy. I think I saw like duckweed inside, but I didn't want to put that in here. So we're gonna put this water. She is very gassy. I'll put this on first. I do this all wrong. I definitely should not hang all this stuff. Damn. Oh, there we go. Oh, that mini. Okay, this has to come out. Yeah, there we go. Jesus. That was a headache. Alright. That was a complete fucking headache. I did not expect that to be honest. I did not expect that to be that gassy. You know, I thought it'd be a good idea hooking everything up beforehand. Really? Fuck not. Isn't that what the instructions said to like? Yeah, I don't know. The instructions said follow the rules, hang everything up as is. The pressure is going up. I hope I didn't break anything, because that was an ordeal. I mean, this looks fine. I don't really like that as duct tape, but pressure's at 50. I'm gonna look up how much pressure do we want on it. We want it at, the bottle is ready when the pressure reach 1 millimeter amp, 10 kilograms. I'm gonna pretend I know what the fuck that said. It does not look ready. So we have to be right before 10. But considering I let so much fucking gas out. We should be good in the first place. Okay. So I'm gonna give it a second. So now what we have to do is connect the power and adjust the flow rate of the CO2. We already did this part, which I guess we weren't supposed to. It's at 10 already, so should be ready. I'm gonna get all this stuff ready. Okay, so I'm gonna just adjust the camera. I didn't, like I said, I don't have a real place to suction cup this thing because suction cups just don't work on this type of setup. Trust me, I tried every type of suction cup. They don't work. They don't stick. They will stick for a little bit, but I eventually always come home and then something's just floating. Actually, I'm gonna just... Okay, this is where the video gets kind of shitty because I gotta adjust this. So the celluloid is actually right there tied to the tubing for my water sponge. So basically the same length as a water sponge, and I'm gonna turn it off for now just so I can see the bubbles from the CO2, but let's see. I'm just leaving you guys here. I have my tank right here. If it gets too hot, I'm gonna just put it by the window because it is winter and I could do that. They said these things get hot sometimes. I don't know how hot they get, but I am gonna see. I'm trying to give you guys a good viewing, but there's so much coverage. So we're at over 50 psi, and we're above 10 psi on the celluloid. I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna wait about 5 more minutes and see how that looks. Okay guys, it's been a minute. I'm gonna plug it back in. Did not know if this video was an hour long. Oh god. I'm probably not gonna upload this just to keep my sanity, but I am gonna upload it because I like to just show the true new Aquarius experience. You know, just I was not ready for the bubbles. Okay, I plugged it in. There's a little light on, and I don't know what that means. So I'm gonna release some pressure of the check valve and see if you get any bubbles. Oh. Well, it's a hard angle. I ain't gonna lie. Hold up. we have bubbles. I think I put way too much. I'm gonna lower that in a second. I just kind of want to see it fill up. Because it said don't fill this to full. It said you can, but I'm guessing the bubbles eventually get up to the top. I think that's how it works. Oh yeah, see, there you go. So I'm gonna try to do the lowest. So 1 every 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's a little longer than 5. How about you see the... We do have CO2 coming out. I'm very curious if it keeps going like that with the water not being full, but I think we're good. I just needed to like front load it a little bit. So there's little tiny bubbles, which I think is the amount you do want. It's sideways, so it's coming out weird. But I think we're set for now. I'm gonna let this run until the morning, and then I'm pretty sure I'm gonna turn it off. I think all I have to do to turn it off is actually just unplug it. And then when I come home, all I gotta do is turn it on. Or I think I could just tighten the valve and just keep it on, I guess. Okay, I see the bubble stopping. I want to see if it comes to a full stop if I leave it on one. Because I want to know if I actually have to fill that up to the top. Yeah, but guys, if you enjoyed watching my struggle and me fuck up for like an hour straight, thank you. If you actually made it to the end, I highly doubt it. But for the most part, thank you guys for watching. Or not that fast. Alright, this thing is super sensitive. So I'm gonna mess around a bit. Thank you guys for watching. I'm gonna just keep on this thing. I'm gonna keep on trying to make it work. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that video. I did not. I'm gonna be honest, that took an hour. I thought it would take like 15 minutes. Honestly, I would say the highlight of the whole shit is I was not expecting so much pressure when I add the water, because it doesn't really say that. Because in the videos when people do it, it doesn't really look like there's no air coming out, but like feeling the pressure of the air. One of the things that's messed it up for me is all the wires and shit. I should have took all that shit off before I did it. I wish I knew that was... I should have expected that, but I didn't. But whatever, it happened. I'm fine. It is all fine. It looks like we're are we at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this is still flowing. And the CO2 is still flowing. I think mostly you want CO2 flowing. Well, we're not going to see the bubbles now, but the bubbles are there. But for the most part, I think you want CO2 flowing as long as the plants are doing photosynthesis. And as long as you keep your lights on. I keep my lights on like 24/7. And for the most part, I'm gonna keep it on for now, because 150 gallons and it's one bubble per 5 seconds on the lowest. So I'm gonna keep it up now. I'm gonna keep it on tomorrow, and then I'm gonna turn it off when I get back home from work, and then I'm gonna start the process of turning it on every time I get back from work and turning it off when I leave for work. And we're gonna see how that goes. thank you guys for watching. I gotta clean up, and I gotta do some more research on the CO2, and I have to figure out someone who has 150 gallons of water and has a CO2 system and how much they do per bubble. And there's a bunch to figure out. I gotta do a lot of research online, see who has similar parameters to mine's. This is not completely 150. I'll say more like 100. So I'm gonna find someone around 100 gallons and see how much bubbles they do per second in theirs. I'm gonna find a loan at the lowest because I want to do like, I don't want to do that every month, to be honest, every 4 weeks. I think it gets better. I also got research. I want to see if you have to completely clean your CO2 system to get all the old stuff out, or do you just keep adding? Because I don't know if that stuff gets used up literally. So thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out.